Hey guys, welcome back to Bougie Brie Beauty. Sorry, I have been MIA for a while with the holidays, moving, the getting the new house ready for the baby, everything. I got engaged, so there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. I am here to record my first video in our new house, and I'm back with my tutorials. So for today's tutorial, I wanted to go over my personal do's and don'ts for hooded eyes. Now, not everyone has hooded eyes, so this isn't going to pertain to everyone. Even if you don't have hooded eyes, I do encourage you to figure out your eye shape and see what works best for your eye shape. First, I want to explain exactly what they are, just in case, you might be have some confusion if you have hooded eyes or not. There's definitely different variations of hooded eyes. There's very extreme hooded eyes, just a slight hood. And you definitely can work with what you have. I've heard people in the past say, I can't wear eyeshadow because I have hooded eyes. My eyeshadow always creases. I can't do a cut crease because I have hooded eyes. All of that is false. You just have to learn different techniques and what works and what doesn't work. To start, I'm going to point out exactly what a hooded eye is. Now, if you're looking straight on, face forward, when your eyes are open, you're really not going to see much of your eyelid. You see a little bit of my eyelid when my eyes are open, but not much. So now, if you turn to the side, you're gonna see that you have this bit of skin that you can kind of lift up, and where it droops over your eyelid. Now, I would say my right eye is a little worse than my left eye. You see this chunk of skin right here that I can just lift up. And that's how you know if you have hooded eyes. Now, because of this hood, it almost makes your eye look turned down. There's really no permanent solution for hooded eyes unless you were to get a brow lift or even almost a whole facelift to really lift that skin. As you get older, you get more wrinkles. It's not gonna get any better. So I'm here to teach you what I have learned over the years with working with my hooded eyes, and I hope you learn something. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to keep my eyeshadow application simple. Just do some neutral colors. I'm not gonna do a crazy color, crazy blending, cut crease, this, that. We're just gonna keep it simple so I can really show you the contrast between do and don't. I'm gonna be doing one eye, all my do's, and my other eye, the opposite don'ts. Before we get into the actual eyeshadow application, my first tip starts with your eyebrows. Right now, my brows are done how I would typically do them. Because of the droopiness on your eye, your brow bone, that skin kind of turns your eyes down. And the whole goal of this application is to open up your eyes. As you see, my tail of my brow does not go past the corner of my eye. It's also just a little lower than the head of my eyebrow. Some people may recommend it being even with the head of your eyebrow, but because the way my brow bone is, I wouldn't really have a tail if I did that. So to draw a line from the tail or from the outer corner of my eye to my tail of my brow, just about right there. So I'm gonna show you on this side what it would look like if I extended that tail all the way down. It's gonna close my eye a lot more than it already is because of that droopiness. So if I just brought this down, so you see how that extended past where the corner of my eye is? That's what we don't wanna do. We wanna stop it. Don't want to bring it all the way down, because now you're just creating more of a droopiness effect. As we get into the actual eyeshadow application, I'm going to start with my transition color with just a blending brush. This is a Morphe blending brush. Now this is where you take your kind of medium color. Today I am using Violet Voss all of you Forever palettes. I'm gonna work with just kind of these neutral shades over here. Right now, I'm going to go in with this Endless Desire. You don't want to place this color directly in your crease. If you put it right in your crease, I'm gonna do that on this side, and you bring it all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner in your crease, you just cut your eyelid space like almost in half. And now that this eye's open, you can't really even see that shadow, okay? So on this side, I'm going to place it above my crease, and this is gonna create the illusion of like a new crease. This is particularly important if you are attempting a cut crease. You have to create an entire new crease. You cannot follow your existing crease. So that gets very like technical, and to me, I would say it's a lot more advanced than just like a traditional eyeshadow look. Then the other thing is, when I'm placing this above my crease, I'm not gonna go all the way down into the corner of my eye, because then again, we're cutting that off. So we're gonna kind of go more of a straight line above my crease. And then you're also gonna bring this transition color to just a slightly below your eyebrow on that brow bone. Really just blend that out. See, so that's the difference there. You can already see this is so droopy on this end, on the outer corner, and this has like opened that brow bone for you. Now, we are going to apply more of a neutral color to our entire crease, or sorry, our entire lid. I'm gonna go in with this Wink shade and just kind of a flatter brush. I've already have like my foundation, concealer, and setting powder on my eyes. So we're just gonna apply this to the entire lid. Now I like to keep you keep your lighter shades on your lid to really open that up. That's gonna meet that transition shade you had. So this color is going to go into your crease, and you're just gonna kind of pack that on. Not much blending because it's such a neutral color. What I'm gonna do on the opposite side, so I said you wanna keep that light color on the lid to open that eye up. I am going to take a dark color and apply a dark color to this lid and see the contrast we get there. I'm gonna go in with this darker brown Charmed color. Just pack that on the lid. Meet that transition shade. And you can see how much smaller and more closed that eye appears now. When you're working with a darker color on your outer corner, you definitely want to blend that darker color up, not down, because when you bring those dark colors down, you're drooping the eye like more than it already appears, and you're closing it. So I am gonna make this very dramatic. So I am gonna go in with this Black Infinity here. And this is like, you just wanna really lightly blend this up from the outer corner. And you don't wanna bring it over too far. Say about halfway in, and again, more above your crease. And then I always like to darken the dark color that I have on my lid. So we're just gonna kind of dab a little bit more on there to darken that up. But you see how I'm following that straight line from my outer corner to the like tail of my brow. I'm not going to drop below my outer corner. And I'm gonna show you why on the other side. Black is definitely a scary color to work with. Especially if you're a beginner, I don't recommend just going in with black. I did want to use the black to really emphasize the difference with this technique. So now we're going to take this black and we are going to blend. I'm going to go right on my outer corner and just kind of a circle out here, kind of bring this into my crease on this side. I'll come down below my outer corner Even only coming halfway through or halfway in on this side, you're still gonna get that difference. Now you just have this black blending up towards your brow bone because that transition color was placed in your crease. So this black's pretty level with where I dropped my tail, my brow tail to. You know, you can bring the black in even more. Bring it down towards your inner corner. I'm trying to make this look somewhat good, but you know, we're just doing all the wrong things for hooded eyes on this side. Do you see the difference? Bring that dark color down here versus blending it up. Now we are going to talk about highlighting your brow bone. So again, you want to open up that space. You don't want to keep closing it. I'm going to go in with this major spotlight just on the do side. I'm not going to highlight my entire brow. We're just going to highlight pretty much where your kind of arch is, just a little bit, okay? Just to help open that up a bit, okay? So then on this other side, if we do this entire space from the front of your brow all the way down to the tail, you're just gonna draw attention to how little of an area you have there. All right, so there's that. If you do choose to apply a shadow or a liner to the bottom of your eyes, you definitely want to keep the dark towards the outer corners and get lighter as you come in. Of course, there are different looks when you want to do a full black and like smoke out a colored waterline. That's you know, something totally different. We're not getting into that today. On this side, we are going to take that same transition color we used in the beginning, and we are going to put that in from about the middle to the outer corner. Okay. And then we are going to take a little bit of the black infinity here and just a little bit on the outer corner, just a little bit. But don't drop it below in this space, in this outer corner. You want it to still be equal with that invisible line you have out here, okay? If I was to take this dark color and apply it from outer corner to inner corner on my lower lash line, I'm seriously going to close up my entire eye. Now you can really see the difference there. Another tip that I always recommend to do with any eye, not just hooded eyes, is to brighten that inner corner. So taking that same that shimmer color we used to highlight our brow bone and the same brush, we're just going to, you know, dab that little inner corner, but you don't want to overdo it. You just want to do the inner corner and a little bit of the surrounding area. If you want to bring it into the front part, the inner corner of your lid, that's fine as well. Now you don't want to like overdo it like crazy, because again, then you're just kind of drawing attention to the space you don't have. You know, if I bring this all the way out to almost like hitting my contour from my nose, it's just too much, okay? That's basically my eyeshadow tips for hooded eyes. As we complete the eye look, I do have some tips as far as eyeliner goes. For hooded eyes, you want to extend your tail out to open that up. You're gonna extend it further than the edge, than the outer corner of your eye, okay? So open that up, and you don't want really thick eyeliner. You just want some thin eyeliner. You know, I'm gonna apply lashes anyways, but you don't wanna take up half your lid space, and because you barely have any lid space to start with, so why take it up with eyeliner? So you're just gonna do a thinner line from inner corner to outer corner. And then you see how I extended that past the outer corner of my eye? And then you're going to, on that same line that we created from your outer corner to the tail of your eyeshadow, you're gonna create that wing, okay? Staying on that imaginary line. Now this is about as thick as I would ever have it. Now I'm gonna show you like what a thick eyeliner would look like, and you're just taking up all your lid space that you don't have because of that hood. Especially on that inner corner. If you make it super thick coming from that inner corner, you are just going to close that eye right up. And then if you just come like straight from your corner, and honestly, I would avoid liner and a wing altogether if you're really not confident with it or you're not sure how it should be. You could just do a thin line on the top of your eye. See, now you see how this inner corner, especially because I just have it thin, it opens up my lid. Here, when my eyes are open, you don't even see that color that's applied to my lid. But we're gonna finish this look off with applying false lashes, just my strip lashes. These are Cocoa lashes. Also try to get lashes that have longer lashes in the middle than on the end. That'll also help open up and draw attention to the middle, not the downturned end. And then definitely any eye shape, any look, you want to make sure that the eyelashes are fitted to your eyes, because if they're too long, they're going to droop over and then it's going to close your eyes more. It's going to give you more of that droopiness than what you already have. And if they're too small, it's just not going to look right either. Now, even if you don't apply false lashes, when you apply your mascara, you definitely can get away with not applying bottom mascara. That'll also help open up your lashes, that'll also definitely help open up your eyes. I like applying bottom mascara personally, so I do, but like I said, you can definitely get away without applying it, especially if you've already kind of smoked out a color down there. All right, guys, well, now that my lashes are applied, that completes my do's and don'ts for hooded eyes. Obviously, my don't side had all the don'ts on one eye at one time, so it's a very dramatic don't eye. So even if you could take one tip from today and apply it into your routine, I hope that it helps, and I hope that you definitely got some takeaways from this video. And like I said, even if you don't have droopy eyes or hooded eyes, definitely learn your eye shape and what works best for you. And like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.